Hello, welcome to the Strictly Sega Solo series. Well, almost. 2004 came and went, and guess what? It took acclaim with it! I know, it's meant to be a sad time when a company closes down as people lose their jobs. But this was acclaim. It's kind of hard to be sad. I mean, I can't think of one in maybe 50 games that I've really thoroughly enjoyed from start to finish. In my opinion, it's one of the worst publishers ever. What do you reckon? You agree? That's a thumbs down. Think of a game. We got Mortal Kombat 2, Super Smash TV, the original Burnout before it was bought out by EA. And the game we're doing this week, Dave Mirra, Freestyle BMX. Enjoy! Much like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, you're placed in a course where you're freely able to move around wherever you like, with lots of bumps and jumps and grinds scattered everywhere to max out your combos. Your objective, though, is to complete the set challenges given to you at the start of each round. Then, the last few levels are based on an overall rating where you must win all competitions. Now, the controls are fairly straightforward. Press up to pedal forward, and then hold down jump to prepare yourself for a jump, and then release when you want to jump. Quite similar to Tony Hawk in that way, but what we do at my place is adjust the controllers so the pedal button is the same button as the jump button. So when you're pressing A, you're pedaling, and when you let go, you jump. Now this did incur the odd problem with that, like glitches that cause the character player to start pedaling backwards, but eventually get good enough to avoid getting into those kind of rough spots. Now Dave Mirra wasn't really a hard game to play. Unlike Dave Mirra 2 on the Xbox, I actually finished this one, as it was a lot shorter than the second, with smaller levels as well, and much more approachable challenges. The music isn't bad, but it's just not my scene. They use good bands like Deftones and Cypress Hill, but they offer you tracks you have never heard before. So when I play the game, I prefer to chuck on a record, like Deftones' White Pony, or perhaps Cypress Hill's Black Sunday. The one thing I frown upon was the flow of the game. As great as the Dreamcast was, it just wasn't built for this game. More to the point, it just wasn't able to cope with such shonky programming, as Tony Hawk 1 and 2 and Freestyle Scooter had none of these issues. Sometimes you're just trying to complete some challenges and cop a good-sized serving of slowdown. Okay, to finish up, I'd like to do a little segment where I can take the opportunity to talk about some of my favourite YouTubers. I mean, as much as I've loved making this show, I've also been a huge fan of some of the YouTube channels. And over the time I've been on YouTube, I've been lucky enough to, get to know some of these great YouTube and form a real tight-knit. So, here's the first one for this week, Gamer Geezer. I've mentioned him before, as not only is he a good game reviewer, but he also adds a bit of good humour with his game reviews, and is definitely worth checking out. Quick to the point, no faking. Cooking MCs like a pound of bacon. Cooking MCs like a pound of arse. Cooking MCs like a pound of arse. Arse.
Hey homies, dig my vibe. I'm Robocop.
Like the guy says, you're gonna eat lightning and you're gonna crap thunder.
Sadly, a lot of my favourite videos he has done went missing in action a little while ago, which is a shame, as if I knew I would have made the effort to be naughty and download them locally. But lately, he has been returning to a similar style with his latest show, The Credit Crunch Chronicles, where he and his friends take a look at games they've managed to pick up for only £1. That's $2 Aussie. He isn't just a retro game reviewer as we are here on Strictly Sega, as he likes to go over some of the newer PlayStation 3 releases, and is my personal one-stop shop for the latest info on the Ghostbusters game. So go on, click on the box and have a laugh with me with Gamer Geezer.
Are you having a laugh?
Awesome!
So that's it for another episode of Strictly Sega Solo Series. Next week we got another Dreamcast original, so we'll see you then.